So when are we live? And what about seeing comments from the peanut gallery? I have to just watch on my phone. All right. All right, I'll get off the phone. No, Steve had to take off. He went back to LA with Candace. By the way, who won the intermediate? Who won the intermediate? Did Candace win it? Oh, okay. That's great. Candace took second. That's very good for her. She's very happy. And then he took off in the seniors. I made it to the finals in the three-way finals with John Rockwell and Jim Glover, and we decided we split. Oh, I don't see the table. I only see Remington Davenport's name on the screen. Oh, so on my own computer screen, I should be. We did it before, but all right. So what?
Traditional backgammon analytics plus cutting edge AI analysis that describes
Okay. All right.
either head to head or in a chouette and analyze your play to learn all the calculations running.
No, all I see is the Remington Davenport, the black screen and her name. Now I see the screen, but it's not the whole screen. You can see you need to raise the camera up. And okay, we need to know which player's on top and which player's on bottom. Jonathan, Hardegree is try setting up the streaming here. It's kind of a last minute thing, but you've done a good job. For a guy of your intellect to do this well is really something. And the finalists, we have Alan Tish, who's a good old friend of mine from Chicago, who now lives in San Diego. And Alan, I'm proud to say, was my student for quite a while, and one of my best students. Became a very fine player. In fact, he became so good that he beat me in the first round of this tournament. He's the reason I got into the side events, and again, I got to the three-way final in the Super Jackpot and in the seniors. We did a three-way split, which is fun and nice. We all like each other and got along well. So this match is going to be the basic rules. You got to set up the scene right now. The basic rules are no dice on checkers and responsible moves. So if your opponent makes a wrong or illegal move, you can accept it if you like. Um, it's a little different from the ABT rules, but that's what Arda likes, and that's what John Rockwell, the tournament organizer, agreed to. Uh, you already know Jonathan's on staff with his lovely lady friend Chloe, and Lynn Ehrlich is, I don't know if she's co-director or just on staff, but she's doing a hell of a job. And of course, Remy Davenport too. It's been helping quite a bit. And I played doubles with Lola, with Lynn's dog, and we won our first round match. We actually did very well, but we didn't do too good in the second round because we came up against Tommy Tellerico and Steve Sachs and a hell of a team that ended up winning the entire doubles for the tournament. It hasn't been a big turnout, but this is the first time. And I was telling the organizer, John Rockwell, and the people, David Siegel's son here, at the Westgate Hotel. Not to be too discouraged when it's small. We started out with 12 players in our first tournament in Jamaica. We're up to about 70 just a few years later. So it grows. And the first time non-ABT and sandwiched in between some other tournaments. You don't expect a real big turnout, but it's been really fun, well run. The Westgate Hotel has been amazing. The restaurants are wonderful. The music at night is great. They got a poker room, which I enjoyed, and I won the tournament here, won a poker tournament before the backgammon tournament started. And everything here is just really the hospitality's been lovely. Everything about the tournament's been great. Arda has been brought in to run it. The famous Arda Finduculo. I hope I didn't say it right because I never do. Uh, One of the best, if not the best, premier tournament organizer and directors in the world. So who do we have in the finals here? Yeah, Alan Tisch is playing uh, Keplik, Chakik Melodnik, and I'm sure I didn't pronounce it right. He's the president of the Armenian Association. For those of you who go to any international tournaments, there's always a very handsome, well-dressed gentleman with a coat and tie. That's him. He's always wearing a coat and tie, and very proper guy. Looks like he's wearing a coat and tie today. Very good player. He's been around for quite a long time on the European scene. I haven't seen him in the States too much. I think he's just a friend of Arda and a chance to come to Las Vegas. There'll be another tournament in Las Vegas run by Rory later on that will be an ABT event. From here, I'm going down to Jamaica, where I run a small tournament there at the Jamaican Inn. And then, of course, the big one in Jamaica is in September, which is really an amazing tournament. One of the best weeks or weekends you'll ever spend at a backgammon tournament. I'm not going to miss the Michigan Summer Championships. I'm not going to miss Monte Carlo, of course. And I'm going to make LA in December on my birthday because it's always a great tournament there, too. Bunch of really great tournaments coming up. Check the schedule at the USBGF and make as many as you can. They're fun. Some breaking news. I made an announcement earlier that my partners, Perry Gartner and Mark Higgins, and I have launched a new program that is very much like XG. It is um, on the cloud, so you have the same uh, tools and the same degree of accuracy on both your smartphone and your computer. It'll launch on June 25th. Sage Pro, it's called, and has some other really neat features that XG and other programs don't have. Uh, AI will explain to you why the best play is best or the best cube action is right. So you hit a button and it comes up, or you can hit another button and it'll talk to you just as if I was sitting there in your ear and saying, oh, no, no, don't double here. It's wrong because you're behind in the race or there's too many shots or whatever. It'll explain it. AI has done an incredible job of explaining it. Um, and you can actually play an opponent on it. You can play a friend, and you can actually have a chouette. It keeps the score and the order. And in the chouette, you can talk to each other over the program. So on your smartphone or on your computer, it's just as good. Another really great feature of Sage is it'll look at your matches and your mistakes and group them. And let's say you have a tendency to not hit enough in the early game. It'll create a quiz on that for you. Or maybe you don't make an anchor enough. It'll make a quiz on that for you so you can practice getting better. So it's really kind of neat, really wonderful learning tool. It's going to be subscription based on a monthly basis. And it's really the latest cutting edge technology. It has several other improvements over all previous bots, including better information about take points and real true live cube take points and dice distribution and so on. So that's enough advertisement about Backgammon Sage. I'm also wearing another hat. I represent Backgammon.com, who is a sponsor of the USBGF streaming and the USBGF team to the World Team Championships and individual championships of the WBGF. And Backgammon.com also supports and sponsors the WBGF and Women in Backgammon, and also setting up a tremendous number of uh, programs to start clubs at schools, providing boards and money to get more people playing backgammon. It's really going to do more to promote the game than anything I've seen since I've been in backgammon, and I'm very proud to say that I am one of their spokespeople and ambassador, a world wild ambassador, and I'm going to tournaments around the world courtesy of the uh, backgammon.com representing them. You'll see and hear a lot more about them. If you go to their website, there's a tremendous educational aspect. They're going to really work hard at bringing new and young players into the game, and at the same time supporting major tournaments by supporting the ABT, USBGF, and other federations around the world. So that's another really two big developments, I think, in backgammon that I am very proud to be involved in. But even if I wasn't, I would be applauding these things. We saw a recent podcast on Freakonomics, which was unbelievable. It's getting great press for backgammon, thanks to Frank Frigo and Bob Wachtel and Remy Davenport. Mochi was on it. I'm sure I'm leaving some people off. But those are the ones I remember most, saying some really clever and cute things about backgammon that really are. Freakonomics gets an incredible wide audience worldwide. I think we're talking millions that are going to be more exposed to what's happening with backgammon. And nothing but very positive, good things were said and shown. They even played some doubles matches, and it was very, very cool. So I'm ready to start, and I'm sure you're tired of listening to me and you want to watch some backgammon. I'll try to provide whatever insights I can without use of a bot, and I will not be able to see comments. I'm sorry. And I don't know what's holding it up. So let's get this show on the road. Let's get the players going because I can't wait to have a really good dinner. We had great meals right here in the Westgate Hotel. They have a very fine steakhouse, the Edge Steakhouse, and a very fine Italian restaurant. And of course, they have Benihana, which includes good sushi and the teppanyaki at the table, which is great. And the show they put on, we did that. We've done it all. And then we've gone outside. We've had time between matches to go see a little bit of Vegas and get out. Joe Stone Crab is here. That's one of my favorite restaurants in the world. And Virgil's Barbecue from New York is one of my favorite barbecue places in the world. And they're on the queue here. So I try to make that every time as well. All right, they're ready to begin. At the bottom of the screen is our Armenian friend. Maybe that's what I should call him instead of trying to pronounce his name, Kekchik. I'm going to call it Kekchik. And then we have Alan Tish at the top. Looks like they're not using a baffle box. They're going to roll the dice. I'm very much against that. Everybody should be using the Phil Simborg baffle box. BackgammonLearningCenter.com. I sell what I think is the best baffle box. It folds in two very easily, very quickly, and it's very sturdy. It has a wider mouth than most, and it's quiet. It's the baffle box of choice. But even if you happen to use a different brand, I love baffle box. I don't have to worry about people shaking the dice properly and rolling properly, getting a good mix. You don't have as much cocked dice. I've loved the baffle box. In fact, the one that we make now is my 13th iteration. Been making it for about 25 years. I don't know if you can see my shirt. It says, "This is my backgammon shirt." I love wearing this shirt. Every now and then someone will say, "Oh, you play backgammon." I say, "Boy, are you smart." Okay, let's get this show on the road. They shook hands. I'm ready. The audience is ready. We're going to put this into Sage Pro when it's done and hear if there's a mistake, and I'm sure there will be some. Even Mochi makes the best in the world makes some mistakes, about 2.3% errors is PR. And by the way, we'll produce a PR performance rating very similar to XG and GNU and Snowy and so on. Is it more accurate? It depends on, I'm not going to say more accurate, but I think the fact that you can roll things out faster and because you're on the cloud, generally on a faster computer, I can't say it's always going to be faster, but it's going to be faster than what most people have. And of course, on your app on the phone, it's going to be incredibly better than what you have now with XG because you're going to be accessing the full program on the cloud. So lots of people just use their phone and they pull up positions all the time while they're playing, and they're getting mediocre answers. With the new product, you're going to get just as good an answer as you would get from the computer, and maybe better depending on how your settings and what your computer looks like. All right, gentlemen, let's take us off. What else can I tell you about backgammon? What else is happening that's exciting? Looking around the room, I'm seeing lots of really nice, good quality backgammon boards. There's a whole bunch of new ones being coming out, and that's got some news about that coming up soon, but there'll be some other very interesting products coming out very soon. Stay tuned. Okay, they're using a chess clock. Basically, that says that they have 26 minutes to play, but every single time they roll the dice, they have 12 seconds free before the clock ticks off. Obviously, they're taking pictures now. They should. It's always exciting to be in the finals. I have no idea if either of these have won major tournaments before, if either of these gentlemen have won major tournaments before, but even if you have, I mean, I've won a few. Every time you get to the finals, it's very, very exciting. Adrenaline is flowing, and you know the whole world is watching. You're being streamed. Okay, Alan is on top, and Kachik is on the bottom. Standard 5-1 opening. You split with 5-1 and 4-1, and you slot with 2-1, generally speaking. This is a good play. A lot of people just run out with the 4 or 5, but by stopping, you have a chance to make that anchor. And that anchor is the opponent's 5 point, which is called the golden point. Look at that. He's rewarded. He makes the golden point. I bring 2 down. He could bring 2 out, but 2 down is usually the right play here. It's a little ugly, but I would bring 2 down. I want to put the checkers where they belong. I don't like dumping him. If he rolls a 2, he rolls a 2. Oh, I like that play. I can tell that Alan's my student because that's what I teach my students. Ooh, this probably ends the game. You're so far ahead in the race now after double 4s and double 5s, unless Alan rolls huge, and it's not likely that Kachik is going to leave a shot when you've got 3 landing places. So it's a double pass to me, and he doesn't even stop. He just rolls. Well, maybe the race is closer. Maybe he's faster about that. You're supposed to be up about 15% of the race to double when your opponent is on a high point, but I thought he was. I thought he was up to 15%, but I was just guessing because he rolled double 4s and double 5s. But I may have missed something here. I would be going slower and thinking about the double at least. Clear from the rear. Yeah. If you're way ahead in the race, that's an okay place. And if you're way ahead in the race, why haven't you turned the cube? And why the hell are you playing so fast? If I can say hell, I would slap him if he was my student. Not if he's making a mistake, but if he's not thinking more. Dice side checkers are no good. He would have loved that double 4. 4-1, he had a funny way of playing it last time. This is the way I would have played it last time, by the way. I still think he might have a double. pip count. He needs to be up 15% or thereabouts because there is a chance of a shot and some hold up vig because of the contact. But two landing spots is awful. Ooh, look at that. Isn't he smart for not doubling? Look at that. Who's winning now? I'd be looking at a cube, a four cube back in my face probably. It's close. This is too close. They can just eyeball it and tell that it's just within a couple of pips either way. I wouldn't waste time on this. Alan, you don't have a double, just roll. Be happy you had your double fours. But there's nothing wrong with taking the time, counting the pips. This is a situation where I would use the Keith count. Okay, he rolled appropriately. Ah, aren't you happy you didn't double, Mr. Tisch? A lot of doubles roll this game, back and forth. Double fours and double fives for double fours for both players. All right, it's still very close, and this is a lousy roll. It's, this is now just a guessing game, but there's still the skill of knowing when to give the cube and when to take the cube. How close can it be? Very bad roll. Worst roll is 4 pips. The worst roll is 3 pips. The average roll is 8 pips. There's an average roll, and he's happy to get it after what Ketchik rolled. Another bad roll for Ketchik that I would start thinking if I were Alan. Oh, good night. Good night. Game over. He's going to have to roll double sixes to have a take. He doesn't even roll. Oh my God, he gave up. He could have rolled double sixes and maybe had a take. I've never seen that in the finals before. Never ever. He just gave up without rolling. And he could have had a take had he rolled double sixes. Maybe he would have had a take with double fives, but I guess he figured he wasn't taking anyway. Wow. I could be wrong, but I don't think I've ever seen that in the finals before. He just gave up. Wow. Okay. May have been right. Maybe it was a sure give up. So look, he could have hit on either place, but you almost always want to hit on your opponent's side of the board. It costs him more pips and puts a third checker back and puts you in less danger of getting hit back. So when you have an opportunity to hit on his side of the board or your side of the board, hitting on your side of the board is almost always better. I say almost always. If you can hit and point or hit two, that changes things. Another double four. And I like his play. Looks very reasonable. Get off it. Don't give your opponent a six from the bar. Oh, he's not on the bar. Okay. That was another good roll for Kachik. So what does Allen do here? I think he has safety, the checker. Well, he's making the point. I wouldn't be that afraid of the inside point as much as getting hit on the outside and having another checker back. I'm going to hit and continue. He doesn't hit. I guess he's figuring, okay, I'm up enough in the race. Oh, my co-commentator is here. Hey, Lola. I'm doing commentary. This is my doubles partner. We won our first match. This is Lola, everybody. Lola and I won our first match in the doubles, and then Lola stopped rolling well when we were playing Steve Sachs and Tommy Tellerico, who won the doubles. but we had a good showing. We came in sick. We came in good. Okay. Lola, let me know if I'm talking too much or too little, and if you have any questions. Lola never bitches at me, even though she's a female dog. She likes to sit next to me when I'm teaching or doing commentary, which is often. If I'm not teaching, I'm talking. All right, what's happening here? He's got a 4 point holding game. And anytime your opponent is on the 4 point or higher, the race it becomes a critical factor, how many pips you are ahead in the race, because your opponent can always easily race out of there at some point with high numbers or doubles, and they might get a shot. So they have two reasons to take the cube. So you should need to be much more careful about giving the cube. So it's not just about the race, it's also distribution. Ketchik has holes in his game. He doesn't have his 5 point and a 7 point. He's very likely to leave a shot or get into problems bringing those checkers in. This is pretty much forced to go to the 2 point. He's thinking about making the blocking point. No, just go to the 2 point. He did it. Some things are so obvious to me, they're almost automatic. And but there's nothing wrong. You're in the finals. You want to think carefully. Why not? There's lots of time on the clock to think. If I have a fault in my game, I do often go too fast. Now, come on, you make the 5 point here. You don't even think. He's thinking about clearing the 14 point. Oh, the 5 point is the 5 point. It's a landing spot. It's important. Plus the fact he's volunteering a shot now. This has got to be right. I mean, I bet my house on it. I'm lucky I don't have a house to bet. That was very surprising to me. There's a saying, if you have a chance to make your 5 point, do it unless you can come up with a really good reason not to. And leaving a shot and clearing the 14 point doesn't seem like a really good reason to me. Eventually, you've got to bring those checkers in, and having the open 5 point is going to be a major liability later on. Well, he's delaying because his opponent's running out of time. Allen's running out of time to hold this position. But Allen recognizes that he still has some race equity. That's why he made that play. Doesn't want to waste. Hey, he made the 5 point. What do you know about that? Why would you buy what? Oh, come on, come on. Don't look around. Another double four, but not a very good one this time. Just play the race, bring it in and bring it in. Don't crash your board. That's right. And off the 6 point. Attaboy, Allen. Allen was one of my best students. Oh no, I don't think the race is good enough for him to be doubling here at all. I would think that in a money game that might be even a beaver. But if you're going to roll double fives, it's a very good double. Wow, that double was shocking to me. I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it was worse than that. But he rolls immediately rolled double five. And I love his typical old-fashioned European style where they used to play, oh, here's a shot, a two. Oh, he missed it. But look, see, Allen's still in this race. That's one of the reasons why that could not have been a double. Go with both, Allen, because when you're holding the cube, you gain an extra 18% winning chance. I can see staying though because of the shot vig, but I think I would have gone with both and respected the race chances. That's a nice roll. Brings him in safely, brings it around. So, Alan, you can still win this race very easily. That's why it wasn't a double. So play for the race. Your odds of getting a shot and hitting it compared to winning the race when you're holding the cube. I hope you caught what I meant when I said that you get an extra 18% winning chances when you hold the cube, because you can double your opponent out when you get to be around 80% and you win the game. So you don't need to be 100%. Now, Kachik has to be 100% to win the game because he can't use the cube anymore. But Allen only needs to get to be 80% and double him out. So that's where the 18% extra value comes in by holding the cube in a longer race. And I got that number from the great John O'Hagan, who's a teacher at backgammonlearningcenter.com. Not just a teacher, a very fantastic, excellent player and teacher. Recently won a big tournament, I think the Chicago Open. Forget which tournament he won, but he wins so many, it's hard to keep track. All right, you can see why this race is close. You can see why it wasn't a double. And even though, remember, he rolled double fives immediately after doubling. And he still isn't home free. He's getting there. He's getting there. Allen's going to need doubles. Or 2 1s by Kachik. If he rolls 2 1s. Oh, there's one. Oh, that's double twos. I read it wrong. Allen has to roll doubles. He can still win. Double five or double six. Double five or double six. Not much of a chance. 2 out of 36. Up 5%. 5.5%. And oh my goodness. I think that's justice. Kachik was wrong to give the cube and he lost. That sometimes what's supposed to happen happens. Not with me, but with other people. Sometimes the odds play out and the villain, the one who makes a mistake, gets punished for it. And Kachik did. But he almost got rewarded. That was a great finish for Allen. He only had 5.5% there. 2 out of 36. There's 36 possible rolls of the dice. There's only one way to roll double five and one way to roll double six. So that's really easy to add up. And if you know that 1 out of 36 is 2.778%, it doesn't take a genius to multiply that times 2. And that's why I sound so smart, because I've done it 80 million times. So there's plenty of math in backgammon, but it's not really that complicated math. Most of the time, it's basic arithmetic that, and there's shortcuts that you can use, and it's not that complicated. But there are points where higher math helps, and that's been proven by people like Art Benjamin, who's Mr. Math Magic, who's got an off-Broadway show right now that's featuring backgammon and math. I'm very proud of my buddy Art Benjamin doing that. He's doing a tremendous thing to promote backgammon. He was #1 in the United States one year, and he played a lot. He's a grandmaster and a top player, and of course, one of the most famous mathematicians in the world. And most of our top players are very good at math, but they're not, you don't have to be a genius. There are some top players that are much more visual, but all the very top players can do the math. That I can promise you. Prime versus prime. All prime versus primes are takes. I learned that from Stick. And they're doubles. The best way to know when it's a double is using, wow, did he play that fast? Jeez. It's right, though, I'm sure. O'Hagan's law of market losers. So you double only if you're likely to lose your market 25% of the time, because you know it's a take almost always. It's starting to look less like a take, though, for Kachik, because Allen's position has really gotten terrifically strong here. If Kachik doesn't do something wonderful, like roll a 3-5, it was game over. But that was certainly wonderful. That was what we call a cube saver. Nice play, Allen. He's got to get that last checker out. That's why he moved it up. Plus, he had no other good one. I gamble here. I bring two down. I want to continue the prime. If he comes out, I want to get hit. Oh, very nice play, Kachik. It has to be right. It's my play. How could it be wrong? Now, if he can make it, he's got a heck of a game. He's got a five prime with a checker not at the edge. That's almost as good as a six prime. And he got it. And this is still a prime versus prime. And I promise you, oops, the timing is so much here. And this really kills his timing. I was going to say it has to be a take, but now Allen's timing is gone, is trashed. To me, it's a double and a pass, no matter what Allen plays. I wouldn't waste a lot of time on it if I'm passing. Now, when you're sure your opponent's passing, you always ask yourself if you're too good. Illegal play, and he could have left it or corrected it. He's better off correcting it. He wants Allen's checkers advanced as much as possible. I would double and just cash here, and he passes. That was just a destroyer roll for Allen. What we call an anti-joker. Joker is when you roll something fantastic, and an anti-joker is when you roll something horrible. Okay. It's kind of amazing the pace that Kachik plays at, though. You know, before, for many centuries, they played in Europe called a game called Tavla or Sheshbesh, uh, without the cube on these wooden boards with small dice. And one guy was rolling before the other guy even made his move. That's how fast they played the game. And some of that has carried over into the modern backgammon, where people like Kachik have learned how to use the cube, and tournaments have gotten very, very big in Armenia and Turkey and Israel and all the Middle Eastern countries. If you watch that Freakonomics YouTube video, they talk about the resurgence of backgammon and how it's coming back big time. I think they understated. I think it's coming back even more when you look at the numbers that AI is showing us that people are playing online and live are growing substantially. Very proud to be in a movement that's on the upswing. I was in racquetball in the days when it died, and I was in backgammon when it once died, and now it's really coming back big time. So it's great. I like this play. There's not that much danger in leaving that blot, and I think he had to leave a blot anyway, so you might as well make your 5 point. Alan's game is, I can't take full credit being his teacher for a few years ago. He's been playing a lot since. He's studied quite a bit, and he has the advantage of playing in San Diego with Frank Frigo and other really fine players. Doran Bishop, I know, is a great San Diego player also, and Alexander, who's been doing great lately. I barely beat him to advance in the Super Jackpot. So they got a lot of good players in San Diego. Michael Pine, another one of my students and good friend, helps run the association down there. And make the bar. That's your bar point because it's right next to the bar. It's actually your 7 point. He's hoping he doesn't get out or roll a one. And Alan accommodates him nicely by rolling a really lousy roll. And Alan, I don't know what you do here. I don't know how you're going to take the cube. Well, you're way up in the race, so I guess it may not even be a double, but no, it's not a double. It's not a double. He's got too much race vig. He does use restraint finally. I say finally, such a big double out of the time that a big mistake, I think. I don't want to make fun of him or criticize, but when I'm shocked, it takes a lot to shock me. And Alan turned it around and ran from the 4 point. Ooh, this to me looks like an easy take. There aren't that many destroy. Oh, Alan. Wow. If you count the race and the number of shots that hurt you, and it's got a lot of work to do, I thought that was an easy take. Hmm. Well, that's the beauty of being able to put these into the computer later on and find out. And again, if you put it in my new program, Sage Pro, it'll explain why it was a pass, if it was a pass. Or if I was helping AI, and I did help AI, we helped train AI on how to explain checker plays and cube action. But we had some good help on the cube action from Phil Seiler. Shout out to him from the club in Brooklyn. My buddies there who come to Jamaica every year. So 3-2, it's pretty much like at the beginning. You just play a normal game, not too aggressive, not too safe, just a normal game. Take points are around 21%. The gamma values are about half or zero point 0.5. And those things change drastically when the score gets lopsided or towards the end. That's what makes match play so much more complex than money or individual gameplay. If you play poker and you play cash games, you'll know what I'm talking about, how much more complicated a tournament is than a cash game. It's the same thing in backgammon. Tournament play gets a lot more intrigue, a lot more variables. Well, this is a very, very quick double to me. Oh, he took it. Thank you. I was afraid he was going to drop it. I think one of the best tools in backgammon is Woolsey's Law. You ask yourself if you would take or pass if you were your opponent, and that helps you know when to double. But I invented something called reverse Woolsey's Law, and I got Kit Woolsey's permission to use that term. If somebody gives you a cube, ask yourself, would you have doubled there? And if you're not sure, then take it. Well, that's the situation that just came up. I would have taken it of Allen because I would have been surprised about getting the cube there. So we're seeing a very aggressive cube, and it could just be uh, that he's hungry. You know, it's getting towards dinner time and been a long day and a long weekend. So you want to turn the cube quicker. Of course, that's probably not true at all. But Cat just might be hungry. He does seem to be very aggressive with the cube. And by the way, Alan did drop a cube that I would have grabbed also just the last game. So maybe that aggressive cube action works. And also, when a guy drops a cube that you think is a take, you're going to start doubling faster after that. So that might be another thing that got Katchik to double here because of Alan's loose drop last time. If he agrees with me that Alan had a take and he dropped. Oh, this is beautiful. You make the 3 point and hit. Oh my God. What's he looking at? Alan, come in, hit, and make the 3 point. Oh, he could hit two. I still come in and still make the 3 point. Make the 3 point. Yeah, that's it. You either make the three or hit another one. Three is so big to me. Hitting two is big too. Either way, he's taken huge command of the game. It's going to be redouble pass. He could roll the Joker double three though. I would have made the 3 point. No, it's one too many, isn't it? Oh no, it's okay. All right. Double pass. Give it to him. Stick it to him. Let him worry about this one. This is scary as hell. You're blitzing. I know you have 12 checkers in the zone because you can look at the other side of the board and see you have three check. Oh, Alan, I would have doubled there so fast. Did he think he was too good? It's hard to be too good with three checkers back also. I think he missed an opportunity there. I think it was double pass, but maybe he's playing on. I don't know. certainly is a pass now. I think Alan's playing on for the gammon. Make the 2 point. Okay. Now he probably got to the point where it is too good to double, where he's going to win too many gammons. So why give the cube? But I don't think he was there before. I think he had a double pass. I still think it's a double pass right now. No, no, he just lessened his numbers to get out. I would have played 6 to 5. Now he needs sixes and fours before he could have had sixes, fours, and fives. This is easy. Sure, that's it. Oh, I don't know why he didn't double or isn't doubling. Look at this great roll. Yes, sir, you come out. Now Alan doesn't have a double. He doesn't roll a five. He can be in trouble. Oh, no, come out. That's the play. That's the play. And then I don't even think Alan has a double. 5 hits and 6 and 4 come out, but that's the great play. Nice play, Ketchick. That had to be right. You got to challenge him. Oh, what a roll for Allen. Hits and comes out. He needed a 5 plus a 4 or 5 plus a 6. Wow. Now he's too good again. If he doesn't enter, no, he entered and hits in the wrong order, but that's okay. Allen, I'm doubling. You can't possibly take this cube. There's too many gammas. Is it too good? He doubles, redoubles. Yes, that's big to redouble here. I would have redoubled earlier, but I don't see how you can take this cube. There's 14 numbers that hit. Even if you dance, you have to cover, and then you still have to get out. This would be a very aggressive take, in my opinion. And my opinion is only wrong occasionally, or maybe more. He took it. Wow. Wow. And boy, is he being punished. Come on, Alan. You don't want those double fives and anti-jokers to kill you. Wow, this could be the big swing of the match. Very lucky and happy to come in. He didn't hit. Alan would love to get a 7 or a 9 or 11. He's got to lift. He got to clear a blot. Oh my God. Pick up the blot. Can't give him. He's lead. Oh yeah, okay. Oh no, you're not thinking about a redouble, are you? Nothing wrong with thinking. Got a lot of work to do on the other side of the board. Get out. What a game. Maybe he's going to be rewarded for a very valiant take here, maybe. I thought it was a big pass when Allen doubled him. 1-5 plays itself. I say plays itself. There's no other legal way to play it. It's a strong roll. Allen, you know what you want. They both want sixes. It's the battle of the sixes. Instead of the battle of the sexes, it's the battle of the sixes. No, but he doesn't crunch his board. And this is really a tough place for Kachik to be in right now. He desperately needs a 6 or he crashes. And there's the crash. Timing is everything in prime versus primes. Yeah, he took a cube that would be very scary for in a finals of a major tournament to take. What guts? This game takes guts. You gotta suck it up and take a chance sometimes. I'm talking like he's going to be punished for taking that cube. Anybody want to bet me I'm wrong? He's immediately rewarded. Here's going to be a shot. Okay, he needs a 4, but his board's crashed, but still a 4 might put him back in the game. No. It's a very nice throw for Allen. I think he played it right, covering the five. Yeah, he could have just lifted off the five, but I think his play was right. Sure worked out right. He would have left a shot if he didn't do that. If this turns into a gammon at 8 points, that would be a real nail in the coffin in this match. I would be aggressive here. No, you don't need to be aggressive here. I would take one off and clear the 5 point. It's a 3-1. I thought it was double threes. I'm not sure about that play. I don't, this is getting a little awkward. Might have spread him out a little more with that ace. But what do I know? Now we're at the point where we're thinking about backgammons, double fours. We are thinking about backgammons. That would be the end of the match. Double four face by double four. Oh my goodness. He can't move. Oh, it's cocked. It was cocked. He can't move it out. Oh my God. We could be looking at a backgammon here with any kind of luck. Oh, look at this roll. He's got to leave a shot. I leave it off the 5 point. Just don't take it off because there's so many repeaters if you take off a checker here. Just way too many repeaters. No, I don't like that, Alan. Two things you think about when you have to leave a shot. How many shots am I giving him? And how many repeaters are there on the next roll? Well, this is easy. Both checkers to go to the 2 point. Leave him a 4 shot. This is big with saving the gammon if he can hit it. He missed it. It's going to end up with the coup classique. I'm not sure it's right to stay when if you get the double shot, you still lose and you're risking a backgammon, but I would have gone. All right, this is a very big one. He missed it, and it's a gammon. 8 points. Allen goes up 11-2. Holy cow, what a game. I must tell you, I didn't like Katchik's original double, and I didn't like his take. 11, 11, 11. That's it, Allen. Okay. So this is funny. People get this wrong. Allen's 2 away from winning. And you would think his opponent would be shy to double because if you double and you're wrong, your opponent wins the match. But what if you double and you're right? You need to gamble more. And you have other reasons to double. When your opponent's 2 away, they can never recube you. So you can double faster for that reason. And you have another reason to double faster. If you double, now your gammons are worth a lot more. And getting gammon costs you nothing. So you change the gammon value to fairly high to 0 against you. And that changes the whole flavor of the game as far as how both players play. The players winning has got to worry about getting gammoned, and the player who's losing doesn't have to worry about gammons at all, about getting gammon, and he can play very strongly to win a gammon, what we call gammon go. So what I'm saying is, Katchik has already showed us he's not shy to give a cue. He should be even less shy at this score. I might even double right now. That's how less shy I would be. Oh, I didn't see the checker on the bar. Was it in it? I think it was in his hand. I think it was palmed. Hit two? Interesting. He could have hit the other outside checker, but hitting off the bar gives you more uh, builders for the inner board and more of an attacking game. So I like this play. I like Allen's play there. It's now when should Allen double? when hell freezes over or thereabouts, when he's got the game almost surely won, because if he doubles and there's even a one or two rolls left, he's going to get an automatic redouble back in his face and be looking at a four cube. So why does he want to play with the cube on four unless he's in a position where he's winning a huge percentage of the time? Depends on the position, the length of the gammon chances, but he's going to be in the 90s, 90 percentiles and plus before he gives this cube if you're winning. 5-1, good roll. Good roll. You notice he didn't step up. There's more ways to roll threes than there are twos for him to be able to pop out. I just bring two down here from the midpoint. Now, I'm not sure. That's not bad. Actually, that's not bad. Coming up, he wants to get out. That's not a bad play. In fact, it's probably right. Double fives. He's glad he stepped up, that's for sure. Do you make the 1 point here? That's a good play. Nice play. Allen's getting in control here if he can get out. That's a very good roll, though, for not getting out to make that 4 point is big. But here's a big opportunity and a big roll the drums. If he can hit or make a good inside point here. Oh, he's thinking about cubing. You know what? It's not a bad cube because of what we were talking about before. All right, he jumps and that's sixes and fours. I wouldn't do that. No, I don't think you jump. I think you come up with the two. And with the six, this is reasonable too, but I think you had to come up with that too. Even though there's a cost of leaving those blots. I can't tell the dice three something. 3-3, I believe. It is 3-3. That's all you can do. Don't leave a direct shot. This is the original. Oh, I don't like this play at this score. I think that's too ugly. I would have played for structure. What they would call a pure game. I love this play. Very valiant. Big roll here. And he did not perform. Double him. Double him. I think you've lost your market. It's a pass. You lost your market. You waited too long. Clear pass. It might have been too good, but you don't want to get too good with an undoubled cube at this score. When you're behind, you want to be more aggressive turning the cube. I think as much as I didn't like Hatchick's aggressive cubing earlier, I think he was a little timid there. I think he could have been more aggressive. And I could be wrong. I'm here just to give my opinion, not to be right. If you want somebody who's right, then you can get a different commentator. You get Steve Sachs or Chris Trencher or Dennis Culpepper, Justin Knoll, Mark Olson. There's all these great commentators out there that are right all the time. Isn't that boring? Isn't it more fun to hear people like me who are human? I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure of anything. Look how early he gave the cube there. He learned his lesson. He said, wait a minute. I'm not going to do this again. I missed my opportunity last time. This time I'm going to stick it to him. I'm going to make sure my gammons mean something. Two's a big number here. He missed it, but he what? I would still run off the bar point, I guess, and come around. Oh, I see what he's doing there. Yeah, he's going to try and create some havoc. Ha! And he did. Alan would love a six. Oh, he hit him. Okay. A lot of hitbacks, but I like that aggressive play. You want to play a very volatile game when you're behind like this, and gammons help you a lot more than your opponent. When I say a lot more, what good does it do if Alan wins his gammon when the cube's a two and he only needs two? So that's why it was so great for the cube to get turned earlier and play gammon go. Go for the gusto. Something I think I do better than playing gammon save. It's just more in my nature. It's more fun. It's more easy to play aggressively than to play safely. It's more fun to hit. I'm sure you'll be pleased to know that I have great dinner plans every night. I go out with friends. I was out with Candace and Bill Phipps and John and a bunch of really good, fun people, Lynn Ehrlich. Tonight, I'm going to be joining my friends from Great Exuma Island, the Lightburns. And they're on an island with 7,000 people in the middle of nowhere. It's an hour flight from Nassau. They started a little club there and they get 60, 70 people in their club. They were playing without the cube until last year. They invited me to come and lecture, and I've been there a couple times, and I stay at Ray's house. And now they're using the Dublin cube, and several of them are going to Monte Carlo. They've been coming to Jamaica, Miami, other tournaments. Smiley, my good buddy Smiley, comes from Great Exuma Island, and Rebecca, Philippa, and Ray's daughter, Rebecca, has become a decent player, very nice player. Lots of hitting. Hit another row, hit another checker. I don't know why you wouldn't. Hit, hit, hit. You win more. Come on, Alan, hit that checker. I know you don't need a gammon, but you still like to win. Yes, thank you. He did it. Put him up on the bar. Make a great point. Sure. Two on the bar is better by far. That's a very big, important anchor for Ketchik. Oh, great roll, Alan. He's starting to make the six prime. You know why? No, no, you could have made a six prime, Alan. Six primes are nice. I mean, there's something about not getting stuck, but I think he had plenty of time there. Did he miss it, or did he just feel it was wrong to make the six prime? I like this play. He doesn't need a gammon, but you're going to win a lot of games this way. Again, he could make a six prime. No, not this time. He couldn't. I think he missed it earlier, and he is playing too fast. He's got 18 minutes on the clock. Come on. I'd go down there and slap him if he, uh, my good buddy and my student. He did beat me in first round. That's part of the reason he's here. Lola, what do you think? Do you think he should have made the six prime? Yeah, Lola. Lola thinks he should have made the six prime. You know that saying about make the five prime unless make the 5 point unless you got a good reason not to? Well, make a six prime unless you got a good reason not to. That certainly does apply. Oh, you can get more aggressive than this, and I like it. Because if he doesn't get hit, he's got something, and if he gets hit, he has a chance to make a back game. And it's about his only chance to win is to get a good back game in. I would still hit him. He rolls a one here. He's got a timed 1-2 back game. Not real bad timing. He desperately needed that one, though. Now Allen should attack. Allen should hit off the ace point. Don't let him have that. Don't let him make that ace point. Even though you don't need a gammon, I would hit twice here. Allen, can you hear me? Hit him off the ace point. He's got no board. That's fine. Now hit him off the ace point. This is not too bad, but why wouldn't you come out? I don't understand that play. I would have come out if you're not going to do this, but now Got a 1-2 back game, but it isn't very well timed, so that's not too bad. Oh, just got better time too. Alan, you're going to regret not hitting off the ace point here. When you look at this again, we're going to find out. You put it in the computer, and the computer's going to tell you definitively which play is right, whether I'm right or Alan was right. I'm voting for me. A 1-2 back game with timing is a great game. I mean, he's going to win this game 40, 45% of the time. Gets gammon sometimes when it goes wrong, but he doesn't care about a gammon at this score with the cube turn. Gammon doesn't cost him a thing. So I like this cube action there. I don't like Allen's defensive play there. I don't like him not making sure he doesn't get the second anchor. Kachuk had no inner board. You shouldn't be afraid to hit and break your 7 point to hit. It's a 5-4. When in doubt, take him out. This is a beautiful 1-2 back game. No, take the 5 out. Yes. He would rather have a 6, but if he rolls a 1, he should play up to the 2 points so he can keep both points when he gets the shot. He's going to get the shot too, baby. He's going to get lots of shots, and they're going to be double shots, and he's got timing. There's a beautiful roll. 6 out. He would like to now slot his 5 point. Kachuk needs to make his 5 point to give us some real teeth. Peel, baby. Take the checker off. He's got a 3 to play. Peel it. When in doubt, peel. I learned that from Matt Congeyer, from the genius. There you go. I would play off the 6 point because I don't want to give a shot. There's nothing else you could do. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful board. Alan, you're going to be punished for not making that ace point and not hitting him off the ace point. Here it comes. The first double shot. Clear from the rear. That's right, Alan. Good play. 5 and 4. There are fewer repeaters this way. Same number of shots. Ooh, he's lucky he got away with that one. He's going to leave more shots. But will he get enough checkers off? The 5 is forced, and then the 2 comes from the rear. It's fewer shots, fewer repeaters. Good play. 3 and 4 now. What does he have to do to miss 2 double shots? When you have a double shot, you're a favorite 20 out of 36 rolls each time. Plays itself. Wow. The beauty of the 1-2 game, though, is you're going to get a shot even at the end. Why did he do that? Well, what happens now if Allen rolls a 2? That was very smart. Look at this. It worked. It worked. If he hadn't made that play, if he hadn't opened up that 2 point, Allen could just only have to play the 1. Now he's got to leave a shot. He should obviously leave it off the 4 point. Play both checkers off the 4 point. I don't know what else you're thinking. Anything else is tremendous number of repeaters. You hit and go from 4 to 3. I just don't see an alternative. You think about hitting off, yeah, that and hit. That's it. I'm certainly not going to fault you for taking your time, though. These are important plays. 2, got it. And Allen is being punished for not attacking out the ace point. Now, I say that over and over again, and keep in mind I could be wrong. Maybe Allen's plays were right. I just don't agree with it. But if we all made the same plays, it would be a pretty boring game, wouldn't it? 6 out is delicious. Keep it going. You don't want to give him a chance to pick up a second checker. That's pure death. Good play. Nice play, Alan. Plus, you're more likely to bring it home if he doesn't roll a 5. And he didn't. He spreads his checkers out to get more shots. I like this play. Alan would love it too. 5 4 forced. Well, what misses here? Double 4. That's it. Did I say a dirty word? Double 3. Double 4. They both miss. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. What a game we play. He was such a huge favorite to hit him there. Oh, good. He comes in with the 4 and takes the 5 off. This is easy. In with the 4, take the 5 off. Oh, Alan, if you dodged a bullet here. Don't 2 or no 3. A lot of numbers leave shots. I say no 2 or no 3. This is his worst. Gonna leave a double shot. 2 blots. And even with this many checkers off, if Katchik can pick up both those checkers, he's a big favorite to win the game. And he does. Now he's a huge favorite to win this game. So that's the beauty of that 1-2 back game. Talk about in the game to the end, which is the title of Bob Wachtel's great books, dealing with bearing off positions in the end and how to play them. He taught us before the computers came along how to make many plays that most humans were getting wrong. What a genius Bob Wachtel is, still is. Doesn't make it to as many tournaments as he used to around the world. I hope we start seeing him come back to more tournaments. By the way, he's beta testing our Sage Pro I told you about. He's offering good critique and comments. Got some little bugs in the program. AI doesn't get everything right, but we're working on it. It's getting better and better. By the time it's released on the 25th, with the great talent we have that's looking at it, Steve Sachs is looking at it, Matt Cohn-Geyer, other really top players are beta testing it and giving their feedback. It's going to be pretty much perfected by the 25th. Even with the little flaws it has right now, it's an amazing program. Okay, I've said enough about Sage Pro. I'm very proud to be part of that development. Couldn't have done it without Mark Higgins and Perry, my 2 partners. Here he can't get a gammon. So you just try to win the game. And with 2 up and 3 on the 3-point, he's a big favorite. I would not have left that hole. I would have played from the top. But I can't say it's a bad play because your opponent's board is bad. So even if you lead the shot, you're probably going to be okay. But see, look at this. Yeah, I think that was unnecessary roughness. Ooh, all the way around at 5, is it? No, that is pretty much going to be the game for Katchik. Oh, as soon as I said that, look what happens. Double 6s. Now, Allen's a huge favorite to win the match. Double 6s in one mouthful. The game swung, the whole match swung. I think he shorted himself 1 checker, but that's okay. Allen can let it stand, he should. I think he only played 3 ones instead of 4. Allen, that's a big roll. There's only one way to play it. No matter how you play it, it's going to come out the same. It's, He's thinking about going to the ace point instead of the deuce point, but go to the deuce point is better. Now the 2-1 takes off a checker. I guess it does either way. I don't know. I don't think it mattered. He's a huge favorite now. Woo! Take the checker off. What can you do? Go to the ace point, take a checker off, and hope you don't roll twos. That's it. Well, he's not such a huge favorite anymore. This could go either way. Alan, you better not roll a two. I shouldn't say it out loud, should I? It's match. Great match. What an exciting match. Very well played, I think, by Alan, with a couple of things I didn't like. And I didn't like Ketchik's cube action and uh, earlier, but we'll see when we put it in the computer. If everybody played the same, it would be really boring, wouldn't it? So I enjoyed doing the commentary. We're going to have an awards ceremony, and I'm so proud of my good friend. And Alan's just a great guy. He was an attorney. He's retired now and living in San Diego. He's living the life, and so happy for him because he's just a good guy. He was part of our chouette and our money games. And by the way, he played a lot of gin rummy with me too. And he was actually a student of mine for gin rummy as well as backgammon. And he's done very well at gin. He's a very smart man. And Katja came all the way from Armenia. Thank you so much for coming. Congratulations for getting to the finals. That's a great showing. And congratulations again to John Rockwell for putting on a fine event and for having the foresight to hire the very best. He hired Arda, and Arda brought in the top crew. You couldn't have a better crew than he has had working for him. I'm sure I'm missing somebody. Oh, Cece. I didn't mention Cece earlier. She's on the team, and Chloe and John, and of course Lynn Ehrlich and Remy Davenport. I think I named them all now, but I left off Cece before. She's great from LA, has helped run the LA tournaments for years and years and years. Cece has a sister that lives in Jamaica that I've had dinner with in Jamaica. Her husband passed away. He was a famous actor in Jamaica, very nice man. And my condolences. I think it happened a couple of years ago. But we're signing off from Las Vegas, and our next big tournaments coming up. Look at your schedule. I know that the 4th of July tournament in Novi is a very big one coming up on the 4th of July. In the meantime, I'm going to be in Jamaica, and I'm sure there's lots of other action around the world. Thank you for watching. My email address is phil@simb.org, simb.org. I would love to hear constructive criticism or compliments or ideas or suggestions, whatever. I'd like to get some feedback. I know my commentary does not please everybody, but I try to keep it interesting. And thank you for watching. Stay in touch. Stay in touch. I'm signing off. Bye bye.